so we know what's going on. And I appreciate you joining me today. So, back to the same trade we've been doing for almost a little over 3 months now. So we'll do our screen share, and I'll pull up the trade and share it with you. And there you are, New Zealand USD. Now this trade, when we left yesterday, was currently at 12.03. And we've been going up and down, and throughout the day it's been around $11. But currently at 12.06 negative. Don't worry, people. There's nothing wrong with this trade. It's actually done quite well over the last few months that we've been working with it. New Zealand USD. This specific trade, if you take a look at the chart, I'm in the day chart. And because I'm in the day chart, I have a larger view of the actual trade and what it will be doing. So once again, my entry price was at 0.68310. My stop loss is and was set at 0.64310. If you look at this, that stop loss is at, going down to the hour, the 4-hour chart, we can see that it's a negative 4,000 pips or $40. Because it is a 0.01, a 0.01, it doesn't do a whole lot. There's not a lot that I've got at stake here. So the 4,000 pips or the $40 is all that I have at stake. However, keep in mind, the longer you hold a trade with any broker, you will be given a certain amount in fees. Today they actually took 12 cents. Not that big of a deal if you think about it, because that's 12 pips. Not that big of a deal. My take profit is still at the 4,000 pips or the $40 profit. This baby hasn't gone into profit yet, but it is changing. And I'm going to go back to the day chart so you can see exactly where this chart has been and is going. And you can see, looking at this chart, that it was pretty low. Heading into the week, it'll pull it up for you so you can see exactly the full picture of this trade. Keep in mind that where we're at right now is following the trade. I don't chase my trades. I let the trade come to me. Now, as you can see, over the last few months, up to years, because from what that says, it says July 18th of 2004. When you trade right, but you look left. And when you do that, you get a fuller picture of exactly what's what and what this trade's going to do. Granted, it went way low back in 08, but it's already turned around since then. I'm going to go back to the day chart. It just has a better picture on it. Excuse me. And we need to adjust the scale so that you have the full picture of not only the trade and the take profit, but the stop loss as well. Now here's our day chart, our day time chart. There are many different times throughout the trade that you can use. If you decide to do the 1, 5, 15, and 30-minute charts, That's completely and totally up to you. If you want to get in and out quickly. Most people call that scalping, but it's not a problem. It's legal in the trade. It's not an issue. I'm the type of trader that likes to do a long time in my trading. And when we left yesterday, we were at a negative $12.03. If you look at the trade, as you can see, well, as I can see, I've actually seen it do some pretty interesting things in the last few hours. So I went down to the 4-hour, and if you can see this, it has literally moved frequently to get back to the negative $12.04, a penny more than what it was yesterday when we were doing our time, as well as the video that we're putting together. So, noticing that, we can actually see how this trade is going. The trend line, the consolidation period, because it concentrates on a specific time. It will go through a certain point of resistance, or how it breaks through, or any other of the indicators telling you what this trade's going to do. Putting it back into the day, because it just gives me a fuller picture of the story of this trade. And noticing how it does it, how it goes through its moments, and the trades and the wins and the buys and the sells and the stop losses and the take profits, you can actually see the pattern, and they always repeat. They will always go through the same pattern throughout the time the trade's in the market, which is quite a while, quite a few years. Whether or not you get in, that's your choice. If you decide to do a sell, you need to make sure that you have low highs and low lows. You want a buy, you want high lows and high highs. You also have what we call a head and shoulders, and these are all techniques. These are all strategies that you can actually put on a chart so you can see it. So when you hear someone say, "Look, have you marked up your chart?" That's what they're talking about. This specific chart is called a naked chart. And the reason is because there's no indicators on it. And if you've been following me, which I think you have, you would have heard me say it is extremely difficult for me to learn each day, each strategy, each indicator all over again. Because while I sleep, I lose my memory. I have no memory when I wake up. So I have to relearn everything. That's why I keep it simple for anyone that can come on, see what's going on, and figure out what the trade's going to do in a certain amount of time. They can actually decide how much they want to put on it, see how much they're willing to lose. Never trade what you cannot work without. Never trade what you cannot live without. So don't go trading your rent or your mortgage. Don't go trading your utilities. Don't do it if you can't live without it, because that's not compounding your interest or your money. That's kind of risky, to say the least, and you can lose your shirt that way. So please, if you haven't traded for a long period of time, over 90 days, don't do a live trade. do a demo, no live, because we don't want you to lose your shirt while you're learning the skill on how to do this. Once you get your information, I get my trades from 3 different places. One would be Stevenson Lindor on IML TV. He is an instructor there, and he's pretty excellent when it comes to finding a specific trade, charting it out, and letting us know where it's supposed to go. Warren Wright is another one that you want to pay attention to. He starts with the basic, and we'll start with this and give you a basic idea of a supply demand. And my third would be swipe trades, which is through IML TV, IML Education, IML Academy. You can get these information and get all of the education that we have to offer, not just to me, but everyone that is in IML/Forex. It's just a win-win-win. If you can learn the skill that will pay you for life by following the education, following the directions, taking the patience and time, don't trade emotionally, trade with patience, then you'll succeed. So, as we've been talking, this trade has actually gone to $12.09. Not that big of a deal, only 6 cents up from yesterday. Not too bad. And I've seen it gone down to under 11, $10.45 within the last 24 hours. Keep in mind, trading in the market, depending on how you do it, can take quite some time and a lot of dedication. So we're going to stop our screen share. I've given you quite a good amount of information. So we're going to take a moment and see if there's any questions. And it's quiet. No problem. Going once. Going twice. And gone. Thank you for joining me. And before we go, I want to mention that on September 14th, 15th, and 16th in Fort Lauderdale is an event, an international event through IML. And if you want to attend, you want to purchase your ticket before the event, so you don't have to pay the full over more than anyone else when they order and pay early. At the event, we're looking at $150. It's a little bit higher than what it would be if you purchased today. So if you want to increase your business, you want to increase your customers that are attending or looking and seeing what you're doing, you want to increase your income, the only way to do that is to get to an event so you can see others that are already living that are already working and succeeding. Best way to find out is firsthand experience. Once again, thank you for joining me, and you go and have a fantastic Wednesday, day or night. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.